recruit the right guys, and that comes from the coaches. Just looking at the character of the people that they bring into the university, guys who are humble and ready to work and don't have a big head, who aren't divas, who are gonna come in and do what's asked of them. So we have dudes who have done that at a very high level, and those tend to always be the ones who are the most successful. So I think the attitude you go about it and approach it is everything.
I think that you have a good chance to get first team All-American on almost any other team in America, right? I mean, is it difficult for you to kind of play more of a rotational role, or how do you kind of manage that?
No, it's not difficult at all. I think that I do exactly what my team's asking me, and I've always done that. And whether I see success in football or not, I don't necessarily. That's not what I hang my hat on at the end of the day. My relationship with Christ is number one above all things. So if He's in my corner, then I'm chilling.
Why do you think that Ohio State is filled with so many guys who are willing to put their egos aside?
I think it goes back to recruiting. I think it also goes back to our culture and the way that we shape things around here. I think that our culture is really strong, especially through the leaders. And when it's strong throughout the leaders, it permeates throughout the rest of the team. So I think that when you see it from from the top down, from the younger guys to maybe the freshmen, it speaks volumes, and it reflects kind of the character of maybe the leaders or the captains or whatever you want to say.
Like in September and October, we talked to you guys, the receivers and some of the offensive guys about Will and the deep ball and what it's going to take him to connect. Him now connecting on a lot of those in the last 2 games. What do you think that's unlocked for you guys in every other part of the offense through these first 2 games?
Yeah, I think that we've been rolling as of lately. I think Will's done a phenomenal job. I say this every interview. I feel like he just keeps getting better and better throughout the season. I think that with a lot of these transfer guys, especially highly touted people, they can kind of come in and maybe have the wrong mindset, kind of like they're the top dog and they don't have anything else to improve on. But Will came in with his head down, willing to work, knew he wanted to get better at football, and he became better at football throughout the season. So he really took the coaching to heart, and he's become a much better player to that token. Yeah.
Mike, what do you feel when you land finally 2 days before a game? Is it nerves? Is it excitement? What do you guys feel once you actually get on site here and get ready for this thing?
Yeah, we're very excited to be here. Just an opportunity to play with each other on the field. I think that we just have such great chemistry, and I share the field with some of my best friends. So anytime that we get to, do what God has gifted us to be able to do, we're very happy to do so. But for me personally, I get nervous before every single game. We could be playing a Pop Warner team, and I'll get nervous before every game. But I think those nerves show that you care, and they never really got to me. I've always done well on big stages, performed well on big stages, so I love when the pressure is on.
Is it something you do to manage the nerves before a game, or just sort of play through it?
Yeah, not really. You just got to soak it in. I think that stages like this are meant for competitors. So whoever you become when the lights are the brightest is ultimately who you are. So I just try to embrace that, and I know it's going to be a big moment, but I don't shy away from it.
At what point do they slow down the nerves in the game?
Oh, after the first kick. Yeah.
Quinn was talking about how excited he was to go against some of the guys that he was at Ohio State with. You were one of them. How special is that kind of for you to get to connect to someone like that?
Yeah, I love that guy. I think that he reclassed up into my class, and then so we obviously got pretty tight. I think we hung out a bunch of times, whether it's him, me, Kyle, Jack, just hanging out, whether it was getting food or just chopping it up in the locker room. So we definitely spent a decent amount of time together while he was here. So, that's just part of college football, the transfer portal and stuff like that. I'm glad to see that he's doing his thing in Texas. So it's definitely going to be a fun matchup for sure.
Emeka, you talked a little bit about this could be your last time playing every time you get on the field. What's that mindset like, and how do you feel like that's maybe allowed you guys to kind of level up these last 2 games, knowing it's win or go home?
Yeah, I think knowing the stakes is really important, because sometimes in life you don't realize just exactly where your feet are. So I think that's something that we try to focus on. We try to embrace the moment and recognize that this is a special group of people that we have here together. The senior class, who rally together and come back for another year. So, there's definitely an amazing story being written here, and we just don't want it to end. So that's really our main source of motivation.
Emeka, your touchdown last week felt like it just opened up perfectly for you when the safety moved over to help. Just I don't know, what were you guys going for in that play? Are you the primary receiver on that play all the way, or it just depends how it works out, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, the concept is one that I'm, very familiar with. We've been running it, since I was a freshman. So we've got thousands of banked reps, tons of different quarterbacks at that rep. But Will has done his job tremendously well, and he put the ball exactly where it needed to be. So there's always multiple reads on a play depending on the coverage. When that coverage happened, it just happened to be my time.
What stands out to you about Texas?
I think they're a very good defense. I would have to place them, probably second. Obviously, I think the Bucs defense is probably the best in the nation, but they do a great job. Obviously, they have the Thorpe winner over there who does a great job. Plays his role really well, and they just play as a unit. Play very hard. They tackle well. They're just a very disciplined crew. So I'm excited to be able to put my talents and get them against them this Friday.
I don't know